Ladies and gentlemen, you are going to see a very fun class. This is the open tandem class. Years and years ago when we had the big show in Ocala, Florida, this was kind of a new class that we saw in the show arena. The open tandem, putting one horse in front of the other. Two horses, but they will be in line. Always at that show, we added a third horse to make a random, so it's always a fun class, and more difficult for our driver, keeping that lead horse stepping out in front. Hooked to the cart, our open tandem class will be next. Our three judges making their way back in. We will have one split in this class. There will be two divisions, just one split for the open tandem. Fun class, and here they come. We hear those horses making their way through. On the rail at the trot, the gates now closed. They were both in. Delvin did not come in. And we will be reversing with Express. Josh is going to be starting our reverse. And down to the walk, please. All walk. And trot on, drivers. Trot on, please. And we will be lining up. Josh, when you get down to our ring steward, if you would come in with the express entry into the lineup. And give them a nice round of applause as we welcome our first division to the tandems. Mike, if you would make your way out to the right, we will be dismissing our first section. Again, we are having two groups to our tandems, but as always, take them out with a nice round of applause. A fun class to watch, but a tough class for our drivers. As soon as we have safely cleared the aisleway, our next section will be coming in. The open tandem class, followed by the next class, which will also continue with the tandems. It will be the registered mare tandems. And then we're going to conclude our night performance with our cart class, honoring those horses bred and owned by the exhibitor. So open tandem round number 2 coming in momentarily. And round number 2 making their way in. Continuing at the trot, please. And Tim, you are going to start our reverse when you get down to our ring steward, please. Starting with the Myers entry. Down to the walk, please. Walk. And trot on, please. Back to the trot. And Tim, you will start our lineup when you get down to our ring steward. Please, drivers coming in as closely but as safely as possible. All of you coming back in for the final placing. Coming in as close as you can. Again, we will soon be opening the gates to bring that first division back in. As I said, a fun class to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, how did you enjoy round number 2? Our judges are backing and looking at these entries individually. When our judges are watching these horses working on the rail, that is when they're studying their action and their movement. And as we all know, action is key, looking for not only quality horses, but horses with performance and drive. Now, in this class, keeping those horses in line, getting those horses to quickly respond to our drivers, and to change the gaits easily without, again, breaking stride amongst themselves. So we'll call for the walk and the trot. You will see them being watched by our judge closely. If you would drive at ease coming in, we are still backing, driving at ease. In driving at ease as you enter, we are working these horses in the rail or in the lineup, working those horses. And ladies and gentlemen, a great class lined up end to end. We are reviewing our finals entries, but would you give them all a nice round of applause? In our tandem in the open division. And we do have an update on tonight's banquet. We are going to be pushing it up. We are going to push the happy hour from 7 to 8, and the meal dinner will be at 8 o'clock. We'll have just a few words, and then we will have our auction, and then the entertainment will begin. But we are backing that up. The happy hour will be from 7 to 8, and the dinner at 8. If you have been at our World Show before, you know that the banquet will be held in the exhibition hall. It is across the street from the pavilion. Again, it is a large turnout. We're expecting great numbers and nice to get together and celebrate our friendships and our Clydesdales. Macking that up from 7 to 8 for the happy hour, and the dinner served at 8. As our cards come in, we are now making first call for the registered Mayor Tandem. Mayor Tandems will be next. In this class, we will be placing it in its entirety. And again, our first call going out for the registered Mayor Tandem, which will be next. All right, our scores have been tabulated. Our awards in this class, drivers, if you would go out to your left. In 9th place, entry number 963. That is the entry of Daredevil Drafts with Michaela Rediker. In 8th place, entry number 340, the entry of the Myers family, Tim doing the driving. Tim down there on the end. In 7th place, number 275, that is the entry of the Mass family, Danny doing the driving. In sixth place, entry 783, the entry of Double Shoe Farms, Mike Taft exhibiting. In fifth place today, entry number 396, that is the entry of the Hagen family with Shelley doing a great job out there. Shelley showcasing. Is fourth. In fourth place today, entry number 824, that is the McGibbon family. Doug doing the driving. In third place, entry number 794, that is the Carson's entry. Carson Farms, James exhibiting. Looks like we're down to the U.S. and Canada again, going for the gold. In second place today, the reserve number 820, going home to Canada with the girls from Boulder Bluff, Clydesdales, Brittany exhibiting. And ladies and gentlemen, your world champion in the open tandem class, entry number 168. That is the entry of Express Clydesdales, the entry owned by Mr. Bob Funk with Josh Minchell on the lines. Joining us from Yukon, Oklahoma, the Express Clydesdales are the equine ambassadors for Express Services and Express Ranches. Josh Minchell, the manager and the driver, bringing those black Clydes around. A very beautiful display of our Clydesdales in tandem. Our queens, Hannah and Kaylee, making the presentation. And ladies and gentlemen, your world champion in the open tandem class, now making his way around, Mr. Josh Minchell doing the driving for Express Clydesdales of Yukon, Oklahoma. Congratulations. Your world champions, congratulations to Express Clydesdales and Express Ranches. We are ready to continue with the tandem. Our mare tandems will be next into the